What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we talking about the injury update for Mr. Brandon Cooks. It is a grade 1 MCL sprain. His ability to play this week is in question, but it's not ruled out, so that's all good. That's a good sign that it's not that bad. It is believed that it is not a multiple week injury like you hear some people saying out there. This is per David Moore. So we still having high hopes for Mr. Brandon Cooks being able to be available. Now, my personal preference, I wouldn't want him to be available for this game. If you're dealing with some MCL knee injuries, I don't want it to linger throughout the year. So go ahead and get you a week's rest, maybe 2 weeks rest, so we can be 100%. So we won't have to deal with this being an issue throughout the rest of the year, being lingering, being a nagging injury throughout the year. So now we got to think about living in a world that Brandon Cooks cannot play just for precautionary reasons. If he can't go, who would be the next person to step up? Look for Mr. Jalen Tolbert to be the one that gets his number called, and I love it. I think the kid is ready. I believe the way Dak took him under his wing this year and gave him books to read to get his mindset right, get him going, I feel like Jalen Tolbert will be ready to seize the opportunity and capture the moment so he can show the world his talent and his capabilities, man. I think him and Dak are already on the same wavelength. I just can't wait to see how Jalen Tolbert comes out and balls. I think Jalen Tolbert will come out and absolutely ball, and he'll probably be used in the slot. So you still got CeeDee Lamb and you got Michael Gallup. So Jalen Tolbert will fit perfectly in the slot, and you probably get involved with Kevontae Turpin getting some wide receiver reps, maybe even the rookie Jalen Brooks getting in, getting some runs. So we'll still have reinforcements to attack this issue even if Brandon Cooks is not ready to go this week, and we'll still be fine. I still feel like this offense is still going to be explosive, still going to be effective, still going to be efficient with the way Mike McCarthy calls plays. Whatever our flaws will be, he'll find a way to mask our flaws and compensate where it needs to be. So I'm looking forward to this game. I still feel like the Cowboys going to win big, and you know, Mike McCarthy will make sure this train keep on rolling. Okay, now let's move on to Tyler Smith. He is still not practicing today. He's just working the cords with his hamstring injury. So now we'll still see Chuma Adoga coming in at the guard position, man. He played well last week, and we'll look forward to him stacking good days on top of good days and building on that performance he did last week. So I feel like he was pretty solid, and we didn't hear his name called. So that's obviously a good job as an offensive lineman. You don't want to ever hear their name, and we didn't really hear his name, so good job by Mr. Chuma Adoga. But I did want to see Tyler Smith go up against Quinn Williams, you know, other Jets. That's my hometown kid. He's a great player. He's a huge, powerful force to be reckoned with in the middle of that defensive line for the New York Jets. But I really wanted to see that strength on strength type matchup with him and Tyler Smith, but we'll have to see what Chuma Adoga can do. It's not really going to be too fun, you know what I'm saying, because Quinn Williams will give anybody some problems. So we'll just have to see, can we navigate around it, can we master the situation, because we're going to have to compensate for that. That's a matchup to keep an eye on with Quinn Williams in the middle of that defensive line. But finally some good news on the injury front. Our boy Donovan Wilson, Dono, is practicing, and you know he was out with the calf sprain, and now he's actually practicing. He's involved. So not only on the cords like Tyler Smith and Brandon Cooks, they was only on cords. Donovan Wilson was actually practicing and involved in the practice. So that's a good sign. We can get Dono back. You know that's my guy. Reckless abandonment, coming to lay the hat on a lot of people, man. He brings the level of intensity for this defense up a notch, in my opinion. And I think having him back will rejuvenize this defense a little bit more, even though they don't need it. They was outstanding last week. You badly missed Dono, but Dono is one of those kind of guys that you will notice him being back. And I guarantee you Dalvin Cook will be keeping his eye on number 6, because the last time they went head up, it did not go well for that young man right there. But that was one of my biggest things about this last game. I felt like we got out of the game pretty clean, but obviously we looked like, I don't know where he got hurt at, Brandon Cooks. Was it practice or was it in the game? I don't know, but you know, hopefully we should be fine. We do have reinforcements. This is the beauty of having a very competitive roster. Shout out to Mike McCarthy. He made it a real gauntlet for these players to make this team, and it's very competitive. So that means we have high level talent at every aspect of this team, and now it's time to pay dividends for that. Now you get to see Jalen Tobin and all these other guys fill that void that Brandon Cooks will be leaving if he can't go Sunday evening against the Jets. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holler at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.